Hi, hello, namaste friends. Welcome to our channel Ace Civil Engineer. For more interesting videos like this, please do subscribe and press the bell icon. So friends, in this video we are going to discuss what a soft story is and its solutions. And also we'll discuss on where is it commonly located in most of the structures and how a soft story behaves when an earthquake arises. And also what are the solutions. If there are any solutions, then we'll discuss on what are the solutions for a soft story. So let us get into the first point, that is what is a soft story and how is it formed. So a soft story is a building structure that has comparatively less resistance or stiffness than the stories which are adjacent to it. So the adjacent stories will be obviously the above one and the below one. So it can be defined as a story in a building structure which has comparatively lesser resistance or stiffness than the adjacent stories. So this is basically formed when there is some stiffness irregularity within the height of the structure, which is basically arise either from architectural or structural choices. So in most of the cases, architectural people, they need some beautiful walls in between at the mid height, or else some structural columns which are like floating columns, they do need at the mid height. So these sort of things generally lead to some weak story in between. Now let us understand where this is commonly located. See, in most of the structures, in most of the building structures, this usually is at the bottom story or the ground story, because in the ground stories we do provide some parking space which we need without any boundary walls or without any infill walls. Only if in case there was some lift, then we'll provide only lift. Other than that, nothing else will be provided. There will be no infill walls, only the columns will be there. So such story is a skeleton story. That is the reason why in such locations we do see such weak story or soft story. But it does not mean that we always see a weak story only at the ground story. We can see it at any point of height. Now basically the behavior of a soft story generally uh, during an earthquake behaves like, let us take an example of this structure. You can see here this is a G+3 structure. In this G+3 structure we do have bracings at all the levels except at the ground level, and also the column sizes are assumed to be uniform throughout the height. So what happens friends, at this level what we usually notice is, uh, at every story which is above the ground story, you will see you have some more or less similar stiffness or equal stiffness throughout the stories above the ground story. But in this case what happening is, you are seeing some deficiency in the stiffness, or there is some resistance, lesser resistance in this story. Why? Because we do not have any lateral bracing, and at the same time we do not have any filling walls, and we do have the same size of the column. So what happens here, we do have some lesser stiffness in this bottom story. So in now this story can be called as a soft story, because compared to the story above it, it is having a lesser stiffness. So this I will call it as a soft story. So this is a soft story. Now let us see how this behaves. For suppose there is some horizontal motion, or there is some seismic action which is acting upon this structure. Due to this ground motion which has arisen due to this seismic action, what happens, this complete structure tries to deflect in one way or the other way. This will lead some lateral force at each story, which I have already explained in the previous video. That I will just put it in the description. You can follow it if you want to watch it. So this lateral force, whatever has been generated, this will try to push the structure in the right direction. But what happens here friends, all the floors, all the stories which are having similar stiffness will try to act as a single block. So I'll just change my color here. But this will act as a single block. As this is acting as a single block, what happens, this deflection which is formed at the ground story, that will be very huge, because the column demand for that shear force what has been generated because of this complete uh, load of this stories will be very high. Then if you draw the deforming shape, then it would be something like this here, and it has moved in this manner, and smaller deflection you will see within the stiff stories. This is how it will deflect. So under this case, what happens, the whole structure will be oscillating like an inverted pendulum. Inverted pendulum is something like this, friends. A whole mass is at the top, and you will be having a weaker story here. That weaker story is something like this, and this is fixed. So what happens, this will try to oscillate in both the directions. So this is the weak story which has been generated in our bottom thing. This weak story, what will happen, it will try to attract more shear force, and this will require a higher demand of stiffness. So but in general, if the such amount of stiffness is not provided in the columns, then what happens, these columns will try to form some plastic hinges at this location. If this plastic hinge is formed, then obviously it has almost reached to its ultimate capacity, and there is a huge chance that it is going to collapse. The whole structure is going to collapse. During such collapse, what happens, friends, only the bottom story will fail, and the whole stories which are above, or else the block which is above this soft story, is going to be intact and it will collapse. So for such kind of things, I will show you an example which has happened in real life. So see this example, friends. This is a real example which has happened in India only. So here what happened, the structure which is above this ground level, that has acted like a uniform block or a single block, and later what happened, the column was uniform throughout the height, and it has no additional stiffness to take that additional shear force which has been generated. So finally what happened, a plastic hinge has generated at this location, and that has led to some major cracks, and now the whole structure is in danger. They had to provide some intermediate probes, but still that is not going to sustain the whole load of the structure. And also, before going to the solutions, let us see some examples where the soft story has been formed at the ground level or the ground story, and in the second case, the soft story is in between some at some higher level, which is but not in the ground level. How the structure behaves. So for this building A, we see a huge deformation has caused at this starting level itself. So this huge deformation has formed just at the above of this weak story or the ground level. Later you do not find major difference in the deflection, hardly, it is very small, this deflection. Now the axial force will be uniform throughout, and the shear force is highly attracted at the weak story. Have you noticed this? So at this level what happened, a huge shear force has been attracted. Now for due to such huge shear force and huge bending moment, what happens, friends, a large demand on columns in story will be required, as there were no infills in the in this structure. There were infills throughout the structure except in the ground level. Now what you need, you have to provide some higher stiffness to these columns, either by increasing the column sizes. Now in the second case, there you can see a story has been made weak story just because there were no infill walls. Now in this case what happened, the structure from ground level to this level, it was just acting normally without major deformations or without a drastic deformation suddenly, but all of a sudden here it has increased, this deformation has increased to this level, which is very much uh, uncommon. So this is how a weak story will behave during the seismic action. Similarly, if you see the axial force of the same structure, building B, of building B only, then the axial force you will not see much change, but whereas the shear force is again attracted at the soft story location. So again at this location there is a large demand on the columns, with as there were no infills within this story. Similarly that is for bending moment also. Now let us see another example where we have provided some higher stiffness of columns just in the ground level, and later we have reduced the column size. Such example is something like this. If you notice here, this is having columns of higher size at this location and a lower section at this location. What happened, friends? This location, the column stiffness is higher, and here it is lesser stiffness. So what happened? The deformation which has been formed at this level is very less. But whereas here, if you see, the deformation is comparatively very high, just because the stiffness is very much lesser compared to that of the stiffness which is at the lower levels. Now let us see a structure which is having a uniform structural infill and uniform stiffness and a uniform column size. Such structure, we let us have a look into it. In this case, what happens? These infills were provided throughout the structure. Here also you have infill at every location. We do have infill walls, and this has resulted in uniform deformation throughout the height. So the your deformation will be something like this. You won't see major or drastic deformation at a particular story, because you don't have any weak story at this structure. So now we'll see what is the solution for a soft story. That is the fourth point. So here, friends, I'm going to discuss two cases. One is where we have to provide some taller first story or a clearer first story, or else it need not be a first story anywhere in the height of the building. That is one case. And the other case is, out of the whole structure, only at one place we need some strong column or else some bracing system. So these are the two cases which I'm going to discuss, and how we need to avoid this soft story occurrence. So this point I'm going to discuss now. So the first one is here. In this case, what we need to do is, either we have to provide a structural infill walls, so that the stiffness at the higher levels and the stiffness at this level, at the ground level, is equal, more or less equal. It need not be exactly equal, it should be more or less equal. Or else what you can do is, you can provide some additional columns here, such that the stiffness which is at this top level, or else the stiffness which is in the other stories above this, is more or less similar to the stiffness of all the columns which are provided in the soft story level. That is another way. And we have another way of doing this is, either I mean, the what we can do is, we can increase the strength of the column by providing a higher size or higher reinforcement. So these columns, what I will do, I will redesign it with some higher moments or shear force. So that will help in a common stiffness or a uniform stiffness throughout the height of the structure. Now in the second case, what we can do is, in most of the cases, what generally happens, the architect demands some aesthetic looking. So for that look, he will ask you to provide some column, or else he will ask you to put some structural infill wall or a thick wall, he will ask. So in such case, what you can do is, you have to ensure that this wall is not a part of a lateral load resisting system. So whatever the lateral load is created, for that lateral load, this should not take part in the load carrying mechanism or the system, whatever it is. So you need to provide some gaps, or the connection you need to design accordingly. Similarly, so the other way is, you can either reduce the strength of the wall, either by providing a less weight of material, whatever the material we are using, or else we can provide some hollow brick infill walls, so which will not take part much in the lateral load carrying capacity or the lateral resisting system. So these are the ways how we can avoid by coming across soft story or a weak story. So hope you like this, friends. Thank you. That's all about this video, friends and family members. If you had any comments, queries, or if you had any topics in your wish list, then please do let me know by commenting in the comment section. I hope you liked the video. If yes, please do like it. I will be creating more interesting videos like this. Please do subscribe to get updated as soon as I keep posting videos. Share my video to all your friends and family members. Don't forget to press the bell icon.